All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Haikyuu OVA number 3. Yeah. Oh boy.
All right.
That is a word that I had not thought I would be able to say for a very long time.
Haikyuu, y'all.
Yeah.
There's something that just brings such a smile to my face knowing that we're going to be able to see our boys again, like really soon now. There's a unique situation going on right now with season 4.
Right.
Season 4 is something that we are going to be doing.
Definitely,
yes,
yeah.
But we're also going to be doing these OVAs.
Right.
So, Rob, good luck editing all of these, like rapid fire. We're going to be doing OVA number 3, OVA number 4, and the first episode of season 4 here. But
now, normally we don't really do OVAs,
right?
But apparently these ones in particular have some canon relevance to season 4, so they can't just be
skipped. It's manga material,
right?
It's canon. It's important. It's relevant to season 4. So we're going to get into that. Mm-hmm. That's exciting, but the fact that there's 2 and the fact that they released simultaneously with the first episode, it's like, this is unheard of. What's going on?
My personal headcanon is that since they're OVAs, it's probably something that's a bit distanced from, our boys, Karasuno, right?
Yep.
But if they wanted to do something that would be like an emotional punch before season 4, because Karasuno's going to nationals, they could do something where it's Fukorodani versus
Nekoma.
Because we would love to have both of them go to nationals, but there's something
have one of them eliminate the other.
But if one of them eliminated the other, that would absolutely suck, especially if Nekoma got eliminated.
I really like that because I wouldn't know who to root for.
Right, because you'd root for both. Because Fukorodani, you would expect to be the one that would actually make it over Nekoma, right?
Yeah, they have one of the strongest spikers in the country.
Yeah,
but then Nekoma has the blood that flows and Kuro's speeches.
And they've got Lev now, so,
Yeah, Lev is a first year, but he has gotten a lot better since starting, you know? So there is that. This is taking place in between season 3 and 4, which means, Kageyama's off getting that special training camp.
Right.
The rest of Karasuno is probably getting prepped for nationals.
And if they did do that match, they would know that,
there could be Karasuno members in the stands.
Potentially, yeah. But also it's the idea that if it was Nekoma versus Fukorodani, Nekoma would know that if we go to nationals, that means we have the potential to get the Battle of the Garbage Dump like we always wanted. So then if they lose here, that would really, really suck.
Yeah, so it's first OVA, y'all. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, everyone, be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, and then come back here for the discussion. All right, so this is part 1, essentially, of a longer match between Nekoma and Nehebe Academy or High School.
Right.
Okay. So,
good setup.
So we got the Fukorodani Nekoma match, and they actually blew right through it it was.
Right. Fukorodani's a powerhouse school. Of course they did, right?
Yes. And Nekoma definitely has the potential to be, I would say, a powerhouse school. And they are, I would say, one of the stronger schools. But I think their strength is that they have these moments where they gel together. And that's what Kuro keeps trying to push as the captain, is that when they make those connections, when they all work together as a team, they can overcome those moments where the other teams will have a powerhouse player that might carry an otherwise average team. So Lev, in this instance, is the one that's getting a lot of the focal kind of character development, in that he needs to
learn how to integrate.
Learn how to integrate still a little bit more. And he is a first year, and he's figuring out his place. He's an awkward tall boy, with his gangly arms, and trying to figure out that whole rhythm there.
And he hasn't even been playing for the entire year.
Exactly.
So that's something else on top of that.
Right.
But they, of course, got destroyed by Fukorodani.
It was close. It was 2 points. They were only 2 points ahead, at the end of the game there. So
Did they end up winning a set, or did they?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I'm meaning in terms of that, yes, they never won a set.
Right.
You're right. It was 2-0. But
they were close on those sets.
They were close on those sets.
And in a lot of ways, this team that they're up against, Nehebe, is perfect for against them, because it's all about disrupting the connections, right? Because that's that's their biggest strength, and especially with some of these a bit greener players or more easily
provoked,
right?
Yeah.
Then of course that causes trouble, which can make it so that way when they beat them, because they're going to beat them, right? And then we get to see how that happens next episode, and it's going to be great. It has more meaning than just, oh, okay, I guess they're going to nationals now, right? Since we figured they were probably going to, because I really, really want the Battle of the Garbage Dump. I really want to see Nekoma and Karasuno have a match against each other. Even if it's one where they're not even necessarily getting that match, just the fact that they'll be both going to nationals, and we get Hinata and Kenma meeting to get together again on the court, and having that moment of being like, hey, buddy. Yeah. And then Kenma's just like, yeah, buddy, you know, whatever. You know? Like, I love that the two of them have their opposites attract kind of friendship where it's just like, like Kenma kind of needs a Hinata in his life that has that level of just he really does, just
excitement and stuff, and and then Lev also having that moment where he's like, you know, you're still not as good as, you know, Hinata, which let's actually be like real a little bit here. Hinata is crazy good in specific areas. But he's not that good of a volleyball player. Like, Kageyama makes him bring out his best in a lot of ways. The two of them have all that aspects there. But Hinata still has a long ways to go as well. So that dig probably hurts a lot because Lev was inspired by the Little Giant, the new Little Giant in a lot of ways. Way back when. Which
is just so great. The fact that, you know, one of the biggest people out there is inspired by the little guy. Like, I love that.
Yeah, but, it's wonderful. We got a lot of derpiness this episode.
We did get a lot of derpiness from Kuru and Bokuto. Like,
Bokuto's like, how do I hit a cross shot again?
and the thing is, I totally get that. Because while I'm not a volleyball player, I've had times like that where it's like, where you just have a brain fart and something, because it's muscle memory, it's entirely muscle memory.
Sure.
If you ever think that you can't do something, you don't know how to do it.
Right.
Because you never think about doing it. You just do it. So then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. Oh God, how does that work? You know, like for me, it's usually like, how do I spell a basic word? You know, like it's like, no, that can't be how it's spelled. You know, because whatever. But oh man, that was great. That was so wonderful.
I really loved also that Akashi and the whole team are like, okay, it's not lost yet. We haven't. Yeah. Like, they're thinking about this when they're in the second set, and if they win this set, they just win the game.
Right.
It's like, all is not lost. I'm like, they think it's that bad. Like
well, because I can imagine what it would end up being is that if it lasts for more than a little bit, it becomes this trap for Bokuto, right?
Right.
And then it's oh God.
So Akashi identifies it immediately, like, looks at his coach quickly, and the coach is like, yep.
Time out.
Yeah. And I love that we basically have that mirror again with disrupting rhythm, in that Kenma used Bokuto's rhythm against him, forced him into line shots again and again and again, gave him some success with that, and I was like, we're gonna now suddenly take that away. And made it so overtly like obvious that he needed to hit a cross shot, but because he was setting up for a line shot, in some ways we revealed also a little bit of a weakness with regards to Bokuto, in that he decides his shots not as late as we'd think. Sometimes he mentally decides the shot before he physically decides the shot.
Right, because he buys into his own hype of hey. Yeah.
Like the way he entered into the stage.
Yeah.
The way he entered into the gymnasium.
His jacket.
He threw his jacket off like, yeah, I'm awesome. And then we see in the background Akashi like slides into frame and catches it like, this is my lot in life. We're winning. But I have to pick up this guy's shit like constantly. I mean, whatever.
It's a living, you know.
Yeah, it's honest work. It ain't much, but it's honest work. That was fantastic. We got another Kuru speech.
Yep, we did indeed.
The oxygen must circulate so that the blood may flow.
Oh, yeah.
Make those connections.
Yep.
And it works because Nekoma's color is red, and also Kuru is Mr. Science kind of weirdo. So yeah, there's that. We also have
his conversation with Lev.
We have his conversation with Lev, and basically talking to him about the catharsis, the feeling you get when a team finds its synergy and everything comes together. And there can be something special in that.
Oh, yeah.
There can be something that feels really good that goes beyond maybe you being awesome. Mm-hmm. And I think that's another cool thing to parallel with Bokuto, is that Bokuto finds a lot of his energy, his drive, when he does an awesome. And this might be a cool thing if they ever decide to focus really heavily on his character development, would be that he somehow finds a little bit of maturity in that. But I don't think
so that he doesn't need to be quite as much of a diva.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But in the essence here with Nekoma, we've got a first year rather than Bokuto, who's a third year, who has a little bit more opportunity to grow like that in a way that I would say that would be relevant. Which
makes sense, like not just for Lev as a character, but also for Nekoma as a team. Yeah. Since their whole thing was that they're well established, they work incredibly well together. Having them get a new player, like partway through the year, that's fantastic. Changed a lot of things, right? It changes things. It disrupts their rhythm, but that kind of struggle, if they can work through it and they can properly integrate Lev, they'll come out stronger for it. So, and then
now we have one of their teammates injured, and particularly their libero.
Yep. Well, and the one that was constant. Well, yeah. Oh man.
Like, do you have a this is something.
If Nishinoya ever got injured,
yeah, exactly.
It's like we're boned.
What happens? Yeah. We don't have a backup Nishinoya. Who has a backup Nishinoya?
It doesn't.
No one.
Doesn't exist. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We don't have a backup god on the background. Right. Hey, can we just bring in that one character that we've never shown before? Yeah, let's do that here.
And especially because Lev was so depending on him.
Yeah.
Right? Of you're gonna get them all anyway. You're awesome.
And then he ends up doing it.
He does.
Sacrifices probably his ankle or something. Yeah. Something pretty bad. Well, probably he's out of the game at this point.
Oh yeah. And depending on how bad it is. Now they're probably not going to.
I don't think it's going to be that
by the time. But by the time they actually have to go to nationals, I'm sure there will be time in between. It won't be that bad, and something won't be able to recover. But it's still a scare because it's something where the team is
practicing at the very least.
Sure, and the team is getting disrupted, right? Because oh no, we have a new player that doesn't understand the rhythm and everything. Can't make the connections, but also the person that was one of our backbone players.
Yep.
Is not here anymore.
Yeah.
One
thing before we end the discussion here. There was a little bit. I don't know if Rob added this extra subtitle stuff in the bit here, but they had the Way of the Ace kind of little moment here, and it was basically the three things that kind of make up a good ace here. And I thought this was a cool little added thing here. Because there are a couple characters that I can think of who have done this specifically. Is number one, your back should be an inspiration to your teammates. And when I thought of that, number one, I took it too literally, and I was thinking of the team number on the jersey, number one.
Oh.
And you know what other incredible spiker has number one? Ushijima.
Oh,
Shiro Torizawa. And whenever Ushijima went up to spike the ball,
you knew it was done.
You could see the team knew as well. Shiro Torizawa, they were looking at his back and he's got this. Go, Ace. You do your thing. Number two, smash every wall in your way. An Asahi kind of reference there. And Asahi, the one that couldn't smash through the wall. He needed that extra help there. But this is establishing kind of that emotional tempo for the team as well. And then the third one here, every ball shall be spiked. Just the thing that every single one is going to be just pummeled right through here. Even if it gets one touched or blocked or what have you, we'll spike them all.
If it's round, it should be spiked.
Yes. And I just thought that this was a cool added thing in here. I'm like, wow. All right. That's sweet. That's fantastic. And we have a main character who has a desire to be the ace. And these are the things he's aspiring to be. And I'm looking forward to a moment in season 4 where maybe, at the very least, the first one is something that Hinata gets to have. That moment where number 10 just gets to be that moment where they all just look up and go, wow.
Yeah.
Flying so high.
Well,
it's like he's a little giant. You know?
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's be real. Haikyuu doesn't have to try hard in order to get us with the wings and the little giant stuff and all of that. They can just do it whenever they want.
Yeah.
And it'll hit us. Yeah.
So good. So that's part 1.
Yep. And I gotta say, I'm excited to get back into Haikyuu. Like there was, because when Haikyuu ended, it literally was like somebody died. Like it was like, okay, this show's over.
Thankfully, we ended it on Karasuno winning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Imagine if we ended it on season 1 and had to wait
for
season 2.
That would have sucked. That would have sucked so bad. But, like, I had forgotten just how much I'd missed this show.
It's fantastic. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this OVA reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next one, just stay tuned, because these are going to be coming out really quickly. We're doing season 4 reactions as well. Just stay tuned for those. Be sure to subscribe so that you actually stay up to date with all that stuff there, because seasonal shows like this can sometimes be really wacky with the schedules.
Yes.
So it's going to be exciting, and we'll see you in the next one. If you want to watch full-length timer reactions to any of these, though, check out the link in the description below for our Patreon, and also any level of support gets you access to our Discord. We have an awesome community there that is really passionate about Haikyuu. There's probably people talking about the manga in there. That's not where you're going to find us, but as the anime episodes come out, you'll find us in the discussion there every once in a while, so that could be cool. We can also talk about other stories, like Jacob's sci-fi novel that he wrote.
That's right. So, in case you haven't heard, I wrote a book, and it's pretty awesome, and it's a sci-fi novel called Battle Lines. It's available for purchase on Amazon if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The link's in the description below. It's in both hardback and ebook, so whichever works best for you.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.